Hello there and welcome to the series of videos that's going through the content of A-Level Maths. Here we're looking at how we would sketch a gradient function so we can answer questions from exercise 12J. So first of all, what is a gradient function? Well, a gradient function is a graph that will sketch out the value of the gradient of a certain graph at a point, at a series of points. So what we can do first for this graph here is to draw the gradient function. The first thing that we'd look at is some of the key defining features of the gradient on this curve here. So it starts very positive, then it will stop at 0, then it will decrease to and then another 0, and then it will increase until it hits another 0, and then it will start to decrease again. So I suppose these 0 markers are going to be good points to start off sketching our curve. So these 3 points here all have a gradient of 0 at these points. So at these certain x values, we need to have markers at 0 because that's what the gradient is at that point. Okay, so the next thing we need to consider is the way the gradient changes. So for the first section here, we have a positive but decreasing gradient. For the second part here, the gradient is negative, and then it increases again to get to the 0 point. The next section in here is initially positive, and then it starts to decrease. And then the next gradient here is a negative and decreasing gradient. So what we get here for the first part of the graph here, the gradient is positive but decreasing. So the gradient is decreasing. The second section of the graph here, the gradient is negative. That's why it's below the x-axis here, but it's increasing. The next section of the graph has a positive gradient, so that's why it's above the x-axis here. And then in the last part of the graph here, it has a negative gradient, so that's why it's in the negative quadrant there. Okay, so that's the basics of how you would sketch a gradient function. Let's have a look at a question then. So the diagram shows that the curve of y equals f of x. It has an asymptote at y equals minus 2. And a turning point at minus 3, 8, and it cuts the x-axis at minus 10, 0. Sketch the graph of f dash of x. So when it's f dash of x, that means the differential. So what we're going to look at here is the gradient of when it's 0, so that will have a marker at the point 0. And then before that, it's going to have a negative gradient but increasing, so it's going to have a negative gradient but it's going to be increasing. And then from there on, it's going to have a positive gradient, but it's going to start to flatten out when it reaches this asymptote. So it's going to be positive, but then it's going to come down and just be above the x-axis. Okay, so it roughly look like this sort of graph here. So it's negative but increasing, so negative but increasing. And then it's going to be a positive gradient. And then around this point here, it's going to start to flatten off, so the gradient isn't going to be quite as high. And as it's going to flatten off, the gradient's going to flatten off as well. Part B is state the asymptote on your graph of y equals f dash of x. Well, in this case here, it's going to be the y equals 0 line that forms the asymptote. Right, okay, your turn to have a bit of practice at this. Pause the video and see how you get on with this question. Right, okay, let's have a look at this question. So it's a good idea for us to draw the graph straight underneath the picture here. So we have stationary points here, here, and here. So therefore we've got 0 points at here, here, and here. These will be at minus 9, 0, and 6. Now for the first section of the graph, it has an increasing, it has a positive gradient that's decreasing. So it's going to come down, hit this axis here, then it's going to have a negative gradient, but then it will intersect at 0 again, then it'll have a positive gradient again, and then it will have a negative gradient continuing onwards. So the gradient is going to decrease now like that. Okay, so that's the answer for question 1A. So have lots more practice at this technique here, and ask your teacher if you need any help. Thanks for watching.